Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on the Saturday edition, of the debate, there are two chief ministers with me tonight. They will be joining me, Pramod Sawant of Goa and the youthful Conrad Sangma of Meghalaya. Now, the reason we are highlighting both these states is because it will be an understatement to say that they are genuinely COVID winners. Goa has become COVID-free, which is absolutely remarkable given the density of tourist traffic in the state. And Meghalaya has managed to contain COVID in a way that is a model for others in the entire country. But then is it just the strategy of these two chief ministers, or is it something else perhaps about Goa and Meghalaya, for example, that is not apparent? When people break the lockdown without any fear in Mumbai, and we all know Mumbai alone has 4,500 COVID cases. When people break the lockdown despite that, in Mumbai, are people in Meghalaya and Goa more disciplined? Are they cooperating better? Is the communication better? Are they more certain that the slightest disregard for the lockdown will risk them and their society greatly? I'm saying this today because, my dear viewers, there is still time. If we listen, and if we listen closely to these two chief ministers, we might end up picking something that we can bring home to our own states and our communities. And that is extremely important for us to listen and learn from. Besides this Saturday, the lockdown questions are on the opening of shops. There's a lot of confusion about them. And of course, at 10 o'clock tonight, in complete contrast to Goa and Meghalaya, in Bengal, Mamata has declared absolute war. Instead of working together to fight COVID, she's at war with the centre. So it is going to be a diverse show tonight. I'm starting out with the chief ministers, of course. The panel of chief ministers live with me now in 2 minutes. And then we'll be talking about the opening up of shops and try to give you some sense of these new MHA guidelines, what they actually mean in detail. And at 10 o'clock tonight, Bengal at war. It's down to name calling now. That's at 10 p.m. And here are the headlines this Saturday evening on the debate tonight. %6 spike in 24 hours. India's COVID count inches closer to 25,000.
अभी तक जो क्षेत्र कंटेनमेंट जोन्स में नहीं आते थे, वहाँ पर गृह मंत्रालय के आदेश से जो दुकानें एसेंशियल आइटम्स यानी कि आवश्यक वस्तुएं बेच रही थी, सिर्फ उनको खोलने की अनुमति थी.
More shops can be opened in non-hotspots. We will be taking special lockdown questions on the new MHA guidelines. But violations weaken the fight against COVID. Drone footage from Mumbai absolutely exposes the COVID villains. 811 new cases take Maharashtra's tally to 7,628. Mumbai, I'm told now, has crossed the 5,000 mark. Central team accuses the Mamata government of non-cooperation. The Bengal lockdown face-off gets very bitter.
India's most callous team, that's IMCT, or if you don't like that, try this. I must cause trouble, IMCT.
Team Mamata also hitting back, calling IMCT names, saying they are spreading a political virus in West Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, on this special Saturday edition, I already have with me, let me show them on the screen. I have with me two chief ministers. I'm going to start with some good news today before we go to our first package. Our spike overall in the last 24 hours has been around 6%, which is the lowest that we have recorded as a country in the last 10 days. As you already know, we have contained the spread of the virus with our infection doubling rate now at 9.1 days. And now for some bad news. India's financial capital of Mumbai now has over 5,000 cases. There are over 1,000 containment zones in Mumbai today. And its capital in Maharashtra overall has also recorded its biggest single-day spike, that is 811 cases. But then let's be optimistic. And as I said, let's take inspiration from the COVID winners. They are the chief ministers who flattened the curve. First up, this news report, and then we'll talk to Mr. Sawant and Mr. Sangma.
India's coronavirus count is inching closer to 25,000. In the last 24 hours, there's been a spike of 1,490 cases, which is a 6% growth. Now that's an encouraging sign because in terms of percentage, it's the lowest we've seen in the last 10 days. 779 people have succumbed to the virus in India. Our mortality rate is 3.12%, which is very less when compared to countries like US, UK, Italy and Spain. Now look at the recovery rate graph. It's getting better with each passing day. With over 5,200 recoveries so far, India's recovery rate is close to 21%. And now the proof of how we've contained the spread of COVID with lockdown measures. The infection doubling rate is 9.1 days.
Post 5,000 cases, India reported less than half cases as compared to Italy, China, Spain and France. At the end of 14th day, India reported 1/10 of the cases that USA had, and India's doubling rate is less than 2 times that of USA.
In 8 days from now, the second phase of lockdown will end. There are 8 states recording over 1,000 cases, and the focus now is also on the exit strategy.
Right now we are standing in Sector 40 market. You can see all the grocery and confectionery stores are remain open, and there are limited timings have been given by the administration. From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. these shops remain open, including the chemist shop.
But there are states who've scripted their success story. They've defeated the virus. And there are states who've defeated the virus. They are Goa, Manipur and Tripura. They are India's green states with 0 COVID cases.
आम्ही स्टेटीत इपिडेमिक ऍक्ट हो लागू असा कलेक्टरात काडलेले 144 कलम हे तशेंच चालू दवरला आणि ताज्या सकयल आम्ही काही गायडन्स ज्यो दिल्या म्हणजे कलेक्टराच्या ऑर्डरीच्या सकयल फाटली ऑर्डर आम्ही कंटिन्यू फर्दर केल्ली आसा. परत जो पर्यंत स्टँड बाय दवरिना तो कलेक्टरची ऑर्डर 144 काडलेली ती चालू उरतली आणि एपिडेमिक ऍक्टाच्या सकयल येवपी जे सगळे म्हणजे सलून असतले पार्लर्स असतले हे सगळे बंद उरतले.
It's remarkable how northeastern states are battling the pandemic, with young chief ministers like Conrad Sangma leading the fight from the front. So as we inch closer to the 3rd of May, are these states setting the template for the rest of India in the war against corona? Let's debate.
Welcome, Conrad Sangma. Welcome, Dr. Pramod Sawant. I think, Conrad, we should first begin by wishing Dr. Pramod Sawant a belated happy birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. And he spent much of the day. He's a doctor and he was volunteering at a hospital in Goa. So first of all, belated happy birthday, and that's fantastic what you did, Dr. Sawant. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
A birthday very well spent. I'd like to ask you can reply in English or Hindi as is comfortable with you. How did Goa become COVID-free? You know, I think this is a remarkable achievement given the amount of tourist traffic in Goa and the density of tourist traffic. ये कैसे हुआ कि गोवा COVID-free बन गया?
सबसे पहले धन्यवाद अर्नब जी मेरे बर्थडे विश करने के लिए. जैसे आपने बताया कि 22 तारीख को जनता कर्फ्यू लगा दिया और 22 तारीख जनता कर्फ्यू के बाद हमने वो 2 दिन जनता कर्फ्यू और बढ़ा दिया, विच इज 23rd और 24th, और 25th के बाद माननीय मोदी जी ने लॉकडाउन डिक्लेयर कर दिया. तो उससे पहले 22 तारीख से ही हमारी पूरी बॉर्डर गोवा की सील हो गई थी. हमारे जो पैसेंजर्स बाय एयर आते थे उन्हें हम थर्मल गन से चेक करके उन्हें जो कुछ डाउटफुल था उन्हें क्वारंटाइन में रखते थे. से हमने अवेयरनेस और उनका स्ट्रेटेजिक चेकअप 22 तारीख से ही स्टार्ट कर दिया था। इसका हमें ज्यादा हेल्प हुआ और इसी के कारण हम उन्हें कंट्रोल में रख पाए। इससे बावजूद हमें 7 पेशेंट पॉजिटिव मिलने के बाद भी हमने जो हमारी कोविड हॉस्पिटल की टीम है, मेडिकल डॉक्टर्स की टीम है, पैरामेडिकल टीम है, पैथोलैब टीम है, इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा काम किया कि 7 पॉजिटिव पेशेंट दे हैव कन्वर्टेड इनटू द नेगेटिव so that it comes to the zero down. अभी at present गोवा में एक भी पॉजिटिव केस नहीं है। इससे बड़ा सहकार्य तो मिला पूरे हमारे मेडिकल टीम का, हमारे गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड कोविड हॉस्पिटल इनका, बाद में एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव स्टाफ जो पूरे रात दिन लास्ट फ्रॉम द 22nd of March से लेके आज तक कंटिन्यूअसली दे आर वर्किंग। आवर पुलिस स्टाफ द 24/7 दे आर वर्किंग। इनका बड़ा सहकार्य मिला, लोगों का मुझे सहकार्य मिला बहुत अच्छी तरह से। इसीलिए this is possible to become the zero COVID state.
Well, this is truly remarkable, but you will have bigger challenges. I'll talk about that. Conrad, you've been doing a great job as well at Meghalaya, and I think hats off to the people of Meghalaya and all those who are helping you there in Shillong do this. Viewers, Meghalaya has managed to ensure no new cases for what, 4 or 5 days now, Conrad? 4 or 5 days, yes, no new cases, and you don't, how many cases do you have now? Apparently around 10.
We have 11 active cases.
11 active cases. Your first case was 14th April. So for a long time, there was no COVID positive case there. How did the first case happen? And how did you control the spread after that?
I think, Arnab, to really understand how this entire thing has worked, I think it's important to see what we did before also and what we did during that time and what we're going to do now. So it's like an entire process, if you ask me. So therefore, I think what Mr. Sawant has just mentioned is very, very critical. That Meghalaya, in fact, started the entire quarantine isolation process way back on 16th of March. You know, we closed down schools, we closed down the tourist entry, we closed down the assembly session that was going on. So we did a lot of active work pre, the national lockdown. In fact, we had a Corona Awareness Day announced on the 22nd before the Prime Minister announced the Janata Curfew on 23rd. So there was a lot of, work that we did pre all these things that were happening. And I think that has really helped a lot because it really brought in a lot of awareness among the people. And I must, put in a word here about the people and the society at large. Whether it's the civil society, whether it's different religious organizations, whether it's different kind of bodies, they've all come together, to ensure that awareness was there. So once of course, on 13th night, in fact, when the first case came, it was slightly a challenge for us because it was from a medical fraternity. So, the primary contacts, secondary contacts were almost touching 6,000 people. It was a massive exercise for us to immediately implement. But, the overall work that we put in the beginning, and obviously the entire work that's been put in by the team post that situation allowed us to contain a lot of this, the aspect. In the first 24 hours itself, we completely locked down, we completely did contact tracing, and all the primary contacts were, traced and tested. So I think swift implementation was key, and early curfew model implemented by Meghalaya was key to ensure that a lot of these issues were contained.
That's important. First of all, viewers, if you're listening to Dr. Pramod Sawant and Conrad Sangma, the one thing which becomes very apparent is the determination and willingness of the leadership. There is no prevarication in these two states. You can call them smaller states, but they also have politics, they also have an opposition. They've been taking everyone along, and there's been no politics about the decisions, at least on the COVID fight. Now that's what we need to learn from Meghalaya and Goa today. You can't fight politically on COVID. You have to bring everyone together. So I know, Conrad, for example, the church has played a remarkable role, community leaders, all sections of society, and those who know Meghalaya, Shillong is fairly crowded now, very dense markets. So to ensure a lockdown must not have been easy. Conrad, can you tell me some of the difficulties or the challenges that you faced, Conrad?
Arnab, just to add to what you just said right now, I think this is a very important aspect which I'd like to mention, that we have been taking along the opposition also in what we are working. I have been in touch with all the MLAs, and in fact today, we might be one of the first states to have actually called the meeting at the speaker's level of the opposition and the ruling together to really put our heads together and figure out how we should fight and move as a team, for Meghalaya people. And I think that sent a very positive message to the people in general, and I think this is something which we feel should be done throughout the country. Coming to your point, the challenge, of course, for our state has been the fact that, it happened, the first case that happened was, in a hospital. And the fact that the hospital is very kind of widely visited location, and the primary, secondary contacts are massive. So the tracing of that became a challenge for us within the 48 hours. The first patient who was there also, succumbed to the ailment within 48 hours. So the timing and the fact that everything happened in 48 hours was the biggest challenge. But once again, I must say that, the preparedness in the beginning and the fact that the team responded very swiftly were the two key reasons why we were able to control the situation to a large extent.
Absolutely. प्रमोद सावंत जी, एक सवाल ये है कि अभी एक चिंता तो आपके मन में होगी क्योंकि आपने गोवा को कोविड फ्री कर दिया, मगर आपके पड़ोसी राज्य महाराष्ट्र में इतने संख्या में कोविड केसेस हैं और अगर लॉकडाउन खुलने के बाद आज मुंबई शहर में अकेले 5,000 कोरोना के केसेस हैं, तो मैं भी ये कई लोगों को पूछता हूं कि लॉकडाउन होगा तो पूरे देश का होना चाहिए और नहीं होगा तो देश में ही ना हो। कल अगर आप लॉकडाउन खोले, क्योंकि अभी आप पर भी दबाव पड़ेगा कि आप लॉकडाउन खोले, देयर विल बी प्रेशर ऑन यू टू ईज द लॉकडाउन, won't you be worried every time there are so many flights that come in from Mumbai, there are so many flights that come in from Gujarat, there are so many flights that come in from Delhi, Gujarat and Mumbai alone would contribute to at least 50% of your incoming domestic traffic. How will you manage things then?
अर्णव जी, आपकी बात सही है। एक बार समझो लॉकडाउन खुला तो दिल्ली हो, मुंबई हो, गुजरात हो, यहाँ सभी से फ्लाइट्स जो है वो गोवा में आने वाली है। हमारी रिक्वेस्ट अभी भी यही रहेगी कि 3 तारीख तक लॉकडाउन है और आगे अभी भी यानी माननीय मोदी जी का वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग ऑन 27 अप्रैल को वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग है। हमारी सजेशंस वही रहेगी, हमारी स्टेट की तरफ से रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी और कुछ दिन के लिए ये बढ़ाना चाहिए, क्योंकि नहीं तो प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। क्योंकि कुछ इस तरह के जो स्टेट्स है, इसलिए जो इंट्रा स्टेट ट्रांसपोर्ट मुझे लगता है बाय एयर हो जाए, बाय ट्रेन हो जाए, इसके लिए और थोड़ी देर के लिए रुकना तो जरूरी रहेगा। बिल्कुल, फिर भी जो गाइडलाइन हमें सेंट्रल से रहेगी वो गाइडलाइन तो हमें फॉलो करना पड़ेगा आपके हिसाब से, लेकिन हमारी रिकमेंडेशन यही रहेगी कि वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू द महाराष्ट्र, वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू कर्नाटका, वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू द केरला। तो यहाँ से बाय रोड, बाय ट्रेन, बाय एयर कंटिन्यूअसली कोई भी टूरिस्ट आ सकता है, पैसेंजर आ सकता है, इनको हम कैसे रोकेंगे?
आप कब तक चाहेंगे एक्सटेंड हो? अगर आपको एक अनुमान करके बताया जा सके, आप कह रहे 3 तारीख के बाद भी आप चाहते हैं एक्सटेंड हो। एंड व्यूअर्स, ये बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, दिस वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, लेट मी ट्रांसलेट दिस एज वेल, दैट स्टेट्स व्हिच आर डूइंग रिलेटिवली मच बेटर in fighting coronavirus, they are the ones who have been the most disciplined and keen to insist on the implementation of the lockdown and are now wanting an extension of the lockdown. Whereas in states where there is still trouble, that's where the pressure is more. The pressure is building more to ease the restrictions, maybe because of business reasons. But I'm sure, Conrad, you also have these business compulsions. I'm sure you have business lobbies also which are losing out at this time. What's your take on the extension of the lockdown? And the same question I asked Dr. Pramod Sawant, that if you open up Meghalaya, if you open up the Northeast, but there'll be a lot of incoming traffic from the rest of India.
Yeah, I think, we are all on the same page, I think, including what Mr. Sawant has mentioned. Whatever we do, it has to be done in a phase-wise manner. And I think the definition of lockdown will have to be really, changed as we go along. So therefore, I think the first thing what we should do is wherever the green zones are there, whether district-wise or state-wise, I think the internal economy of these locations should be allowed to open up slowly. So therefore, you restrict the movement of people coming from outside, and therefore you ensure that there's not much of a chance of anything happening. So therefore, I think the internal economy of green zones can be allowed to open up as a first step. And I think the movement of people throughout the country at a level should be delayed a bit more, because that is really the big risk that we will face. It will be a challenge. It will cost a lot of economic losses to everybody. But I think in the greater interest of society and the country, I think it's the way forward. So therefore, you'll have to ensure that first, local economies can start. Number two, you can have some movement of people from other parts. Maybe you say that, okay, there'll be just one flight coming in from Guwahati to Delhi maybe, or you'll have just one flight from some locations, so that it allows these states to then prepare and filter and take care of those people who are coming in. If I have 15, 20, 30,000 people coming in one go, it's more difficult for me to handle it. So I think we start with that. And then maybe after a few weeks or months, whenever the situation is better, then maybe the ease on the movement of people can take place. So I think it must be done in a phased manner. And I think the government must redefine the definition of what lockdown is.
Yeah.
And I think focus should be on local economy moving forward.
Local economy, yeah, keep it forward. Well, some people are commenting today, Dr. Pramod Sawant and Conrad Sangma, that one of the reasons Meghalaya and Goa have been so successful is that because you've got two dynamic and young chief ministers in states. Perhaps that's one of the reasons. But one thing is for sure, you're both doing a great job. And I want to keep highlighting this, and I've said this before. We are seeing politicians spearheading governance in a manner during the period of the lockdown, which is remarkable. I said the same thing, Conrad, some time back to Sachin Pilot, when he joined me, Deputy Chief Minister of Rajasthan. The kind of commitment and on-the-ground work which has been happening by our emerging politicians is absolutely terrific. I wish you luck, Conrad. I wish Meghalaya also becomes COVID-free. I have a long association. I've studied in St. Edmunds, so we have a long way back. I look forward to meeting you in happier times. In Shillong, perhaps. Dr. Pramod Sawant, best of luck.
Yes.
Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Yes, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, Dr. Pramod Sawant जी?
Yes, एक ही बात, अर्नब जी, एक ही बात मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, जो कि आपके ऊपर, आपके जैसे जर्नलिस्ट के ऊपर जो हल्ला हुआ, डॉक्टर्स के ऊपर हल्ले हो रहे पूरे देश भर में, इनका मैं निषेध करता हूँ, क्योंकि those who are the front warrior, मेडिकल टीम हो जाए, जर्नलिस्ट हो जाए, तो फिर इस तरह की बात दूसरी बार देश में नहीं होनी चाहिए। इसलिए मैं सही में मैं निषेध करता हूं इन लोगों का।
धन्यवाद। हम एसेंशियल सर्विसेज हैं, आप भी एक एसेंशियल सर्विसेज, और डॉक्टर्स और नर्सिंग स्टाफ एसेंशियल सर्विसेज है। ये लड़ाई जरूर हम जीतेंगे। धन्यवाद सावंत जी, and thank you, Conrad. It's been a pleasure talking to both of you.
My sentiments are the same as Mrs. Sawant, so
yes.
I just wanted to
thank you, Conrad.
Also.
Thank you, Conrad.
Yeah.
More power to you. More power to you. Well done. Well done.
Arnab Goswami on the Debate at 9.